In this video, we're talking about why most Americans stay broke forever. And if you don't understand these 7 traps, you could work your entire life and still end up stressed, broke, and full of regrets. Why do so many people work 40 or more years and still retire broke? Are you making one of these 7 mistakes right now without even realizing it? And what simple shifts can you make to flip the script from broke to wealthy? I'm Dr. Brad Klontz, financial psychologist, professor, best-selling author, and self-made millionaire. And stick around to the end because reason number 7 is a poverty formula few people escape. Remember to subscribe if you like psychology and money because I give it to you straight every single week. Now let's get into it. This is the real reason you will never be able to afford your ideal lifestyle. Once you buy this one thing, it immediately loses 20% of its value. It's the equivalent of setting thousands of dollars on fire, and yet most Americans are addicted to it. What am I talking about? Number 1. Buying a new car. The average new car loses 20% or more of its value the moment you drive it off the lot. Meanwhile, that same down payment invested in the US stock market could double every 7 to 10 years. Flashy wheels might get you some attention today, but investments will buy your freedom tomorrow. And here's the psychological trap. You have a money status money script. People want to buy new cars because they look good, they feel good, and it raises their social status. And unfortunately, it just keeps them broke. This brings me to the second reason that most Americans will be broke forever. You think it's inflation, but this daily habit is the real reason why you are going to retire with no money. And most people choose this today over financial freedom tomorrow. And then they wonder why they're stressed about paying their bills. Number 2, most people prioritize eating out over investing. And it's crazy. $15 a day doesn't feel like much, but that adds up to over $5,000 over the course of a year. Money that could be compounding in things like Roth IRAs, making you millions in the end. The sad reality is most Americans prioritize that pleasure in the moment now for that financial security in the future. Don't let that happen to you. Reason number 3, most Americans are going to be broke forever. This is the new poverty, and most people are clueless about it. The average American spends over 3 hours a day watching television, and that adds up to over 1,000 hours over the course of a year. Most people would rather binge Netflix than build skills. Imagine if those 1,000 hours went into learning high-income skills. That's a side business. That's a promotion. That's financial escape velocity. Entertainment can feel good in the moment, but it's really those skills that are going to give you freedom for life. In psychology, we can explain this by coping using avoidance. We don't want to feel stressed. We don't want to feel like we're behind in life. And so what do? We numb out by watching TV. This brings us to the 4th reason why most Americans are going to be broke forever. This one piece of technology is making you broke. Too many people are staring at this versus building skills. Number 4, most Americans are addicted to their phones. The average person spends over 2 hours a day scrolling through social media, and that's more than 700 hours over the course of a year. That's time that could be spent learning. It could be spent building a side hustle. It could be spent networking. Instead, most people are trading their futures for endless scrolling, and it's addictive and it's tough to stop. And the psychology behind it, it's dopamine addiction. Social media is built to train you for those quick hits of pleasure. And when you're focused on the moment like that, you're very likely not paying attention to taking actions you need to take right now to secure your future. This brings us to the 5th reason that most Americans are going to be broke forever. This one thing feels like money, but it's not. But right now, more people are chasing this than building income streams. Number 5, they prioritize posting selfies and chasing likes. Unless you're monetizing your time on social media, your dopamine is owned by billion-dollar companies. While the rich are focused on setting up passive income streams, the broke are refreshing those notifications. One game will build you wealth, the other game is going to keep you broke and distracted. And the psychology at play here, 2 things. External validation and variable rewards. External validation. Are you basing your sense of worth on other people's opinions, on their likes, on their shares? And that variable reward system. Social media is literally set up like a slot machine, keeping you hooked while your time flitters away. This brings us to the 6th reason that most Americans are going to be broke forever. What if the very thing that's making you feel good today in this moment is the same thing that's going to make you broke forever? Number 6, they choose comfort today versus freedom tomorrow. Comfort breeds mediocrity. Every dollar you're spending now to feel good in this moment is a dollar you're stealing from your future self. And not only that, given that that dollar could have compounded in investing, you're stealing many, many dollars for each one you're spending now. Real wealth requires sacrifice today. Reason number 7, most Americans are going to be broke forever. Why do some people end up working for decades and still end up broke? What if I told you there's one habit that guarantees lifelong poverty? Number 7, instant gratification is the poverty formula. Every impulse purchase, every lazy hour, every cheap thrill, it all compounds into years and years of financial stress. And delayed gratification really is the cheat code to wealth, and most people can't do it. But if you master it, wealth is going to become unavoidable. And if you ignore it, you're going to be financially stressed forever. How do you delay gratification? You need to have a clear and exciting vision of retirement, about why you want to stop working, about the things that money can give you. For me, it's always been financial freedom, owning my time so I can do whatever I want, with whoever I want, whenever I want. You have to keep this exciting vision front of mind for you, because you're going to be drawn to spend money in the here and now. It's how we're wired. People end up not sacrificing for that sense of future self because they can't picture it and they can't feel it. So come up with a really exciting vision of yourself in the future, living the life you want. I've linked some resources in the description to help you shift your thinking from poor thinking to rich thinking. I'm Dr. Brad Klontz, and I'll see you next time.